I'm San, and with Song and Yosef from the Biocyphers Lab, I'm going to present some long and short read and the long and short read technology comparison. So long read technology has been named Method of the Year 2022. We've seen a plethora of new softwares come out and papers that generally advocate for all the new findings you get when using long read technology alone. But what are we missing? So we know that there is high cost and high error rate associated with this technology, but is it worth it for the sweet full isoform reads? So we'd like to show our comparison of long and short read. We'd like to see if there is a way to combine their outputs in a meaningful way, and should we? So our pipeline, we're going to use matched long and short read experiments. For the short read side, you've heard of MAJIQ earlier in the day. We use a gene annotation and then short read processing software. And then on the long read side, we have Pick Your Poison from 4 different long read algorithms that have come out in the last few years. We do a comparative analysis individually with each of those softwares. And then in parallel, we developed a unified analysis and visualization tool that the community can use to see these results on their own. So first, we'd like to compare the splice junction counts found between these two technologies. So we thought of maybe making a fair comparison based on cost at first, but long read is still a new technology, so that wouldn't be fair because it's going to correct down soon. So instead, we're using the same total base coverage as our basis. We used 3 data sets: long read consortium, GTEx, and an in-house cancer data set. We're showing the long read consortium here, but we got similar results with the other 2. So in the following slides, I'm going to show for junction counts what is found by both technologies, and then what is only in either one, and if it's de novo or annotated. So the initial results are pretty surprising. We see that about 40 to 60% of the junctions are found by short read and not in the long read analysis. We thought maybe this was some kind of software fluke possibly, but we tried the same analysis with 4 different softwares: Flare, Isoquant, Espresso, and Bamboo. And there's a few differences, but it's mostly similar. So do we think these junctions are real? For the short read side, we have mature technology, and we put very conservative thresholds on MAJIQ. So we'd say we tend to think, yes, they're real. For long read, we're a little bit less sure, but due to the high error rate, we would weigh on the side of caution and say they're probably not. So for the short read only, are they meaningful, and why do we think this is happening? So first, we look at the base coverage. And as you might expect, a lot of the difference is in the low coverage realm. However, even very high coverage above 100 reads, you can see 10 to 20%, only short read finds still. For a similar analysis on an inclusion level, the result is very similar. That is, if we cut to everything above 20%, which is pretty significant by all our standards, it's still 10 to 20% is only in short read. So why might this be? We based this assumption on the 3' to 5' bias effect of long read. All the reads start at the 3' side, and then the total length only goes so far to the 5'. So we cut to 10 reads of long read across any splicing event, and we said that it's quantifiable if it's 10 or over. So when we do that analysis, we see the farther we get from the 3' side, the more is unquantifiable. So we think this is a pretty big contributor to why we're losing that 10 to 20%. And in parallel, some of you may have used Voila, which is part of the MAJIQ package. We built this new extension that you can put your long read transcripts in and get a combined view to quickly see per gene what you're getting in one technology or the other or both. So in summary, long reads is the future. but we want to be cost efficient in what we discover. So we would recommend, as a lab, we have no problem with long reads, but we find we want, for general discovery analysis, it's more efficient to use short reads now, but if you have a targeted gene set or more specific analysis, long read may find more, and it's also a little bit better at intron retention detection. We built this tool for the community that you can download now and see gene by gene the long and short read results together. So I want to thank the lab, Song, Yosef, really helped me. It was mainly Song's research, but we worked together a lot. Thank you.
Any questions for Sam? Well, I have one.
Yes.
So it just occurred to me that if you have a splice junction that selectively occurs in a transcript where somewhere else you have intron retention, and that intron is really long, say 20 kb, you probably would never ever make a long read that would cover that entire thing, and therefore the junction would also be lost. Do you think that's a possible scenario? Or?
Well, 20 kb is above both of the, all three of the technologies, the two long reads and the short read. So the only way we would see that is similar to the way MAJIQ does it, where it will look at a piece and try to have enough confidence that they all overlap to make one long intron. But even for long read, you're not going to get one full isoform for that whole intron retention.
So maybe that's one of the reasons, right? That basically there are no long reads covering this molecule, and therefore only the short read that fragments would be able to see that.
Right. There is a longer version of the talk where we break down intron retention and then combination and yes.
The answer is yes. And also, if the intron is very long, same problem. So it's funny that very long introns you can actually detect better with short reads and not with long reads.